Dracula is the proprietor and maker of in Transylvania, a five-star resort where the world's beasts can be protected from human progress. Dracula welcomes the absolute most popular beasts like Frankenstein and his better half Eunice, Murray the Mummy, Wayne and Wanda Werewolf, Griffin the Imperceptible Man, Bigfoot, Steve the Mass, and different beasts to commend the 118th birthday celebration of his girl Mavis. Notwithstanding, Mavis likes to investigate the rest of the world with her dad's consent. However, the town he guides her to is really an intricate double-dealing to persuade her regarding the danger of people to the point of cajoling her back. Be that as it may, this act accidentally draws in the consideration of a customary youthful voyager named Jonathan who was investigating the encompassing woodland and followed the staff to the inn. When Jonathan enters the inn, Dracula madly endeavors to conceal him from the supporters, for example, camouflaging him as a tissue golem named Johnny Stein with a later rushed main story of being a relative of one of Blunt's body parts. Ultimately, Jonathan is found by Mavis and company, constraining Dracula to guarantee he will orchestrate Mavis' birthday celebration with a youthful point of view. In doing as such, Jonathan figures out how to beguile everybody at the inn, particularly Mavis. At last, even Dracula starts to like the human, trusting him about his family's horrible past after the vampire sees the young fellow knows something about them in a conscious way. Tragically, culinary specialist Quasimodo Wilson acknowledges Jonathan is human and catches him to cook him, constraining Dracula to straightforwardly intercede by mystically freezing the gourmet expert. In the end, the birthday celebration occurs and it is a rambunctious accomplishment until Dracula goes ballistic when Mavis and Jonathan have a guiltless kiss. A fuming Dracula incidentally neglects it that he deceived Mavis at the phony town, and Mavis is shocked at being controlled by her own dad. Things deteriorate when a still-frozen culinary expert Quasimodo intrudes on the party as the Fly makes an interpretation of his frozen language to the customer base which expresses that Jonathan is really a human. Indeed, even as the customers are revolted, Mavis actually acknowledges and communicates her craving to be with Jonathan despite the fact that he is human. As far as it matters for him, Jonathan feels obliged to dismiss Mavis for the good of her dad and leaves the inn. Subsequently, Dracula understands that in his endeavors to safeguard Mavis, he has made her extremely upset and presently she mournfully needs to remain at the inn for eternity. Wishing to fix his misstep, Dracula convinces his companions to assist him with tracking down Jonathan and even endangers his annihilation by branching out in the sunshine to do as such. Discovering that Jonathan is going to get onto a trip out of Transylvania Air Terminal presently, the